Robin, it is Batgirl, it is Wednesday, December 2nd, 2015. This is the third time I am trying to get this take right, so let's see how this one goes. Anyway, first thing, I'm sorry that I did not make a video when it was my week 2 weeks ago. I was very tired. I had a thing called a 14-page research paper to finish, and that basically took up all of my time. Sorry, school comes first. And then last week was Thanksgiving week, and we were both on break, and we should have made a video, but we were tired. And we were watching football and relaxing and eating turkey, and it was just awesome, and it was nice to kind of get a break. But back at school, so that means back to the vlog channel. Although you will probably not get a vlog from me finals week, which is coming up soon, so just be forewarned, you may get a video of me crying because school's hard. Anyway, while we were on Thanksgiving, we got to do a lot of cool things, got to hang out, spend some time together. We also went and saw the fourth installment of the Hunger Games. See, it's weird because it's a trilogy, but it's 4 movies. Anyway, we got to go see Mockingjay Part 2, which was a fantastic movie. I loved it. It was weird though, because I wasn't as excited for it as I normally would be. I really love the Hunger Games. I love the books. I love the movies. I think it's an amazing story. It was what really kind of set off the dystopic trend. So, I kind of have more tolerance for it than the other dystopic trends that have followed. Better than the vampire trend that was before it. But, I wasn't as excited for it, and I think I know why. And that's something I want to talk about this week, is I think young adult books and movies are really missing the mark at this moment in time. I think, we, as a young adult, preteens, teens, young adult group, are really missing more, like, diversity in books and movies, specifically with relationships. And I was thinking about this because I was watching, when we were watching the Hunger Games, she's still having this, like, do I go for Gale or do I go for Peeta? And I hate that. It drives me crazy. The same way it drove me crazy when it was Team Edward or Team Jacob. And now you have the Divergent series going the same way, and I'm just, I hate it so much. One, because it's not a love triangle. Everyone's like, OMG. Ignore that. I'm in a dorm. That's what happens. But I hate it because it's called a love triangle. It's not a love triangle. A triangle would mean that, okay, so Katniss is at the top, and then you have Peeta, you have Gale at the bottom two. Okay? Katniss is trying to decide between this angle and this angle. She's not, there's not all 3 of them are connected. It is a love angle, not a love triangle. If it was a love triangle, then one of the boys would be gay for the other. Which, honestly, that's something I would go see. Like, can you imagine 2 boys are fighting over the same girl, and, the guys are getting into it, she doesn't know which one to pick, and then she realizes that she doesn't like either of them, and the guys realize that they were only fighting for her to impress each other because they're gay. Like, I would watch the crap out of that, something like, what I find so appealing about Steven Universe, for one thing, is that it doesn't shy away from the whole relationship thing. You definitely got nuclear families like the Maheshwarans. You've got kind of weird family like Greg and Steven and the Gems. And then you've got, Ruby and Sapphire to form Garnet, who, she is a relationship. So I find that so cool that it's not talked about in a way that it doesn't seem weird in the show. Like, it's very normal. It's like, yeah, she's a relationship. She's, made up of Ruby and Sapphire. And it's not something that's considered weird or out of the ordinary. It just is. It's commonplace. And I think if, I'm very big in the LGBT community. I'm a huge ally, and I like to help support people. So I feel what's important is that, in order to push the movement forward, in order to make it more normal and more accepted, to introduce more characters like that into media. And not more characters like, oh my god, she's a lesbian, and then like everybody freaks out, like, whoa, that's rad. Like, no, like, not even mention it as far as a character goes, because in the end, we are not our sexual or gender orientation. We are ourselves, you know? That shouldn't be our only character trait that defines us. So I think that the more that cartoons and movies and books, especially for the young adult novels and the young adult genre, because that genre is so important for people who are growing up and coming of age in this new era of acceptance, that they have those stories and they can find characters they can relate to besides the straight white girl and the straight white boy and they can't decide which one they love. Like, that's just me. So, let's see. I didn't think of a question. Darn it. Garnet. Uh... There goes my preparedness. Okay, alright, Robin. I have a question for you. I want you to pick your favorite Christmas episode of a cartoon. It can be, you know, Batman, Charlie Brown, your favorite. Every cartoon has a Christmas episode. Most of them do. So pick your favorite Christmas episode and review it. And I'm sorry, I'm tired. Robin, my name is Batgirl, and I'll see you next Wednesday.